I'm Julie.
I'm Alyssa.
This is Stitching at the Cabin. I'm so happy she's back.
I'm here. I convinced her to do it during work hours.
I know. But at the beginning, I don't mind doing it at work, like towards the end of the day when it's slow.
I'm
she's
tired.
Like, I'm going to be here a little bit early today. Let's do it. So I had to stop working on keto so I could cute. Okay, this is as ready as I get. I am wearing jammies. And if this was the jammies I was wearing the other day, I swear I've washed them in between. I don't wear the same jammies every day. I swear.
I had to make sure this didn't give away very identifying information. It doesn't. I mean, it's Jacob's name, kind of, but you know my name, so not important. Okay. But I have my coffee, and I'm ready. I'm so caffeinated, and I had very little breakfast. And I didn't bring any food, and I forgot to bring water.
I have nothing. I have the stitching.
At the cabin.
She's back!
I have not really been stitching all that much. I have been doing other crafts, but turns out 2 kids is a lot more difficult than 1 kid. So
how many? I think 3's gonna go.
Yeah. Well,
not there yet. Maybe. Not yet.
Not yet, but soon maybe.
A lot of maybeing.
2 kids is a lot of kids.
Found out yesterday someone's pregnant, but I'll tell you on it. They don't know. You wouldn't know. You'd have no idea who it was. But also, it feels a little weird because they haven't told anybody to be like, hey, I'm announcing, just on the off chance you happen to know them, but you shouldn't because they're not stitchy people. Okay.
Anyways.
So, we have WIP SHARE finishes. A lot. I like it.
You said you sent me a lot of emails.
I did. So you should be.
I should find my phone.
Process of looking at those because it's going to make it so much better. Now I don't have to be like, well, if it's the one I think it is, and then I'm not that excited because I can't see it.
I think it is. Yeah, my phone's in the car. I can pull it up on my computer, but remind me after I need to go get my phone out of my car.
Are you sure
it's
you can
not
pull it up on your
connected.
computer? Because I didn't send it to your work email.
Yeah, I have my personal email.
Okay.
I know my logins. Thank you very much.
Listen.
I have my computer here because we're doing work because, it's work time.
My problem with the Stitching at the Cabin thing is that it defaults to you, and every so often it wants this verification, and it goes to you, and that's why I don't have that on my phone.
You sent me so many emails.
See?
Yeah.
See?
Oh,
but I think they all have pictures.
So far, so
because there was one I went to send and it didn't, and I was like, oh. So anyway, we have WIP SHARE finishes. StitchingAtTheCabin@gmail.com is where you send those. Then we have my WIPs. Not that many because we just did a WIP parade, and something, partially Alyssa, partially Steve, my son, partially just life, will not allow me to stitch this week. I've stitched every day, but just barely. The worst numbers of my entire life this week. I do not know what's going on.
Which is pretty bad, because you stitched through some stuff.
I do, but I'm not sure I've gotten over 150 stitches in a single day this week.
I give you the gift of I will work, and you just stitch today in the office.
I can't, because if I'm going to do anything, I'm going to be editing this.
Oh, yeah.
That was one advantage of doing it in the morning, because otherwise I can't edit until Sunday.
You can stitch during Tommy talking.
I'm not going to be, I'm going to be editing. Haul, but not much. No, you'll understand. It's really...
I haven't been here for months, and you keep saying there ain't going to be no haul.
This is for my birthday thing. It's the fabric for the thing.
Okay. I was like, but we were picking projects that you already have. What do you mean? But,
yeah, the fabric to start it. Okay. And then I'll tell you about my birthday because I have started it. And so which ones I've done and all that, although I'm sure it's going to get mixed in with showing you things. They went to spin. And then there's some life stuff. Not a lot of life, but life. I'm sure you have life.
I have like a year of life, but I just assume she's been updating you.
I have. So I put in pictures when appropriate and sometimes when not appropriate.
Good. Cool.
That's me.
Kids are just out there. It's fine.
But we have to start with... No. Okay. So... You show me what you have, and I will... I can see from there.
Can you see from there?
I can see
I'm
from
going to put it right here.
Okay.
So you can see better.
This is Paula. She sent
ridiculous
3, and the top one is Marine to Life, which I'm also working on, which is why she sent it. She wanted me to be inspired. So she's sending me things. 2 of them I'm working on, and 1 just she's working on. Look how much Marine to Life she's done. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that seagull. I love that seagull.
I was going to say you like it because there's a bird in it.
I'm still up at the top corner that you can't even see because it's in her Q-snap.
Yeah.
She's just mushing the part that I have been working on for years.
There's always somebody that's gonna outstitch you, man.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm glad she is, but, you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then we have Innocent Dreams, which was the HAED style from 2025, and she has finished it.
Mm-hmm.
This is the picture that she submitted, I think, to get all the goodies, and so it has her info at the bottom, which is what I was saying I need to chop out somehow.
It's
Look
really
at that bunny. Isn't that bunny cute? Again,
Yeah.
I'm in the top quoted. Probably her frame covers what I've done.
I'm sensing a pattern here.
And that one, she's 40% complete on the Stone Cottage. I was like trying to look up the Stone Cottage, which is the HAED 2026. So
okay.
I'm just assuming that's what that is because she said
I chose Stone Cottage to stitch this year.
40% complete.
Yeah.
But since I'm not stitching that one, I don't actually know if that's
I don't
what
know
it looks like.
Yeah.
So if it's not that, sorry. Thank you, Paula. Okay, Paula. I have all those in a row. That is Julie. Not me, Julie. Different Julie. And she did I'm not really sure how to say it, Mleczka.
That sounds right. That sounds like a word, yeah.
It's Lago di Como.
Or like Como in English.
I like English. English is easier. She replaced this is easier this way because really that's easier to read than my notes.
Have you seen her notes?
She replaced the 16 count Aida with 18 count Aida. The water was supposed to be stitched mostly half crosses, but she wanted the colors to be more saturated, and she thinks it looks better. And I agree. Oh, it's gonna go into showing them. I forget you can't see it, so I was waiting for you to respond. I'm like, look, did you? And then I was like, oh yeah, it was probably up when I was talking. I agree about the water. I think the water is gorgeous, and I think if you had done half, it would be pale water instead of stunning water.
This is one of those pictures that looks like a paint by number.
Yeah, I bet it is.
I like paint by numbers, as you'll see.
And then
sorry,
she also finished this is still Julie, the Dimensions. It's not the gold collection, which I appreciate that she pointed it out because it looks like it should be, but it's not. It's just the regular, and it's Tiger Chilling Out. She used 18 count black Aida because she didn't like the kit Aida, Kada. Because the margins are notoriously not great. So she replaced it. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah,
I love how the water, the swirlies, you can still tell that's a tiger. Although if you cut out the tiger, would you know that's a water tiger? Don't know. I mean, look at that. If you just cut that out, does that look like a water tiger?
Yeah, okay, I see.
But when you see them both, that looks very much like a water tiger.
I like water tigers.
Yeah. I think she said that was for her husband's office.
She did.
Was this? No, this isn't true. This is Pam, right? Pam. Hi, Pam. Pam did...
Fat bird.
I know. You know I love it because of the fat bird. She did Whimsical Winter by Autumn Lane Stitchery. It's on a 28 count bridal rose fabric. Fabric by Stephanie. I'm just going to keep on reading and not put punctuation in at all.
Just word after word after word.
She started on November 7th and finished last week, which doesn't help you because you don't know what last week was. But
just a few days ago.
Well,
week
that
ago.
was January 4th. She said she finished it
Listen,
last week. So
I would say today's the 6th.
end of December. She started at beginning of November, ended at end of December. That's very impressive. That would have taken me 2 years.
Well, it depends on the wheel's wishes.
True. My wheel is wishy. Isn't that
Hang
beautiful?
on. Yeah, I was looking.
This is another Julie. Same Julie. That's beautiful.
She actually made it into the pillow? Nice!
I believe so. You got to read the thing, but I think so.
Yeah. Because you said that was the magazine color and then cover, yeah.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. This is old...
added back stitching.
As soon as I went to
sorry. There's a lot of words and there's a lot of pictures and I was reading.
It's called... Oh, I can't say that. You say that.
Old World Floral.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was a featured project in Just Cross Stitch magazine in March, April of 2012. sorry, skimming. Blah, blah, blah. She saw Flosstubers stitches.
The eyeball creeped her out because it's just a single X cross over the eyes. It made her think the bird was dead. So
it's a 20 count vintage country mocha Ada. The original pattern had no backstitch, so she added it, and like Alyssa said, the eye with just the X.
Yep, and then she finished it into the pillow. That's really cool. Look at you being all talented and stuff.
Right? I don't have that kind of talent.
You could.
No.
You might.
No. No, I couldn't. I could maybe backstitch, potentially fix the eye, but the pillow put.
It is hard to go rogue with stitching stuff. You'll see that on my felt project. I have a felt one that I had to go rogue with, and it's fine. It's just, it's never great.
And then Christine is doing the 2026 HAED sale, and it's something about a mirror in Venus. I'm going to need you to...
Sorry, I was looking at the pictures.
Mirror of Venus.
Oh, good job.
And so, since HAED gave us the Amy Stewart right up front, it totally messed with her plans. But instead of being like, maybe I won't stitch it, now she's like, maybe I'll just finish it. That's not how mine worked in my head, because now I was even thinking this morning, should I even start mine? Because now I don't have to do the one page. So
grayscale pictures, I have a lot of respect for, and I love how they turn out because it isn't something that's easy to see as you're working on it.
Yes.
But that being said, having a floss box of just grays, I can't do it.
I don't think I can either.
I need colors.
Good. I've seen, like, this is beautiful, and it's coming out really nicely. And Stitching Big Things with Hallie, she did a grayscale, I can picture it, but I don't know. It's like soldierly people. And Kim Hollenbach, she's doing that Odin, and also there's a Harry Potter kind of grayscale-ish kind of thing. And all of it looks amazing. But as soon as I pull flosses, I'd be like, no.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it comes out really good, but I think you have to be a high volume stitcher because I would need to see results quicker.
Yeah.
And I'm not. Yeah. So that's why it's happy when I have really colorful my Randall Spanglers, because it's like, look, I did a little flower today.
How's that working for you? Shut up. Did you do a little flower today?
No. No, I didn't.
And my squirrels are grayscale, and I'm still angry that I don't know that that's going to work. So yeah, I'm not a grayscale.
You've got to finish that one so that way it gets off your wheel and you can move on with life. Yeah. Because I feel like you dread it. Well, not as much because it's not like difficult.
I'm like, am I wasting my time? The whole time I'm looking at it, I'm like, it's fun, I like it, but am I wasting my time?
Right.
I don't know. You probably haven't seen it for a while, so. Anyway, that was fun. Bye. No. Okay. Keto. If you have a finish or a whip that you would like me to
I was like, you think I finished something and didn't tell you?
Yeah.
Sorry, you're talking to them. That makes more sense.
I'm talking to the people, not you. The people. If you have a whip or a finish that you want to share, ignore my popping toe. Stitching at the cabin.
Stop popping again.
I can't help it.
You said sorry and then immediately popped it again.
It was not cramped. It needed a pop. StitchingAtTheCabin@gmail.com.
It's probably down here.
StitchingAtTheCabin@gmail.com.
If she's doing a good job, it's down here.
It's always down there. Always down there.
You can also just email her about random stuff. She likes looking at people's emails and responding to them.
But I only see it on one computer, so if it takes me a while, don't think that it's because I'm not interested. It's just on one computer.
We're going to do a little squirrel moment here real quick. I've had lots of people ask me if I'm going to the Olympics.
Are you going to the Olympics?
Well, because it's here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And they just opened the pre-sale ticket thing available to locals.
I thought you had to get in a lottery for that, a drawing.
I'm not quite sure how it works. I just know it is available for us, and it is not available for the rest of the country yet, or the rest of the world yet.
Okay.
It is available for us.
Okay.
In some capacity.
I think it's a lottery thing, though, because I saw something this morning briefly about the lottery system.
And I didn't want to go because it's LA and we don't have public transit. I don't even know how I would get to an event.
She drives, by the way, and she likes to drive.
I
so
love
if she's
driving.
Saying, I don't want to drive.
But this morning.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Well, are we going to the Olympics?
No, because people keep asking, well, why aren't you going? You have to go. Like, because it kind of is once in a lifetime. And when's the next time it's going to be close?
Second for me.
Yeah, well, I know. I don't. You got lucky or something. I don't know. But you're old. I'm just joking.
You're 20 years younger than I am, so you're old too.
It got me thinking, like, I don't know, maybe, like, I should be going, because it is, like, rare to be so close to it, right? But then this morning, I had the thought, what would I be willing to fight to go see? And I realized what it was.
Synchronized swimming.
No. I was thinking swimming stuff originally, because I do enjoy watching the swimming, but I don't think I'd enjoy watching it in person.
Kayaking, UFE,
canoe. Nope.
Does it involve water? Oh, beach volleyball.
Beach volleyball. Beach volleyball. 2 reasons. 1, love watching beach volleyball. I love volleyball. And I think
the beach.
and I love the beach. Yeah, I love all that. It's going to be cooler. It's all great. 2, well, we did some research and it's not going to quite work out that way. But 2, I was thinking we could take, there's a train that runs right by our house. We could take the trains all the way to LA. Now, downside. Really hoping they were going to do it in, like, San Clemente or Huntington.
No, it's going to be, like...
Long Beach.
Yeah.
They chose Long Beach. Which means we'd have to take trains to LA and then from LA to Long Beach. And I just imagine it is going to be so crazy. So now I don't know again. But I'm interested in looking at potentially getting tickets for beach volleyball.
You could park at the alternative hose Long Beach. Because it's...
Yeah.
If it's a weekday, Hector will keep an eye on the car.
Yeah,
If it's a weekend, it's locked.
It's like a whole month they're doing it there, so.
So you could
walk
how
your car
in there
between that location and wherever we're doing the thing. And you can't walk.
No, you have to get...
You can't walk from this location. It is scary.
He almost got stabbed. You can Uber to a train stop.
But I just feel like Ubers are going to be $100. Like, I just think it has to be.
To a train stop.
I don't know. I don't know. So, somebody called me a bad American. Fair for not being more excited to go see the Olympics. But I'm telling you, I am potentially going to try to get tickets for the beach volleyball.
We did not go to the Olympics when they was, I think it was the 80s, right? Was it 84? People probably remember when it was in LA. I think it was like 84. Right-ish. So I would have been like 8.
12.
No, I'm not that old. Thank you. I would have been 8. We did go. We got up at the butt crack of dawn. It was dark, and we drove, and we watched the torch run by.
Oh,
and then
that's what you got up for?
Yes, and then I believe we went to the Coliseum and watched the.
Yeah, just the opening ceremony.
No,
stuff.
but we didn't have tickets for like the opening ceremony. I think we were outside and watched.
I mean, cool, but that's not. I don't think you understand. If you don't live here, you don't understand how absolutely nightmarish this is going to be. Like, not complaining. I think it's cool that we had the opportunity to host the Olympics and that a bunch of people are going to come and be tourists, and cool, great. But as a local, I already don't want to go to LA. Like, I'm already, like, I really would prefer not to. Yeah. When you go to, like, hockey games, I'll go to hockey games with, like, Hunter, and the parking situation is already horrible because there's stadiums so close to each other, so it's like your thing's here, but like there's also a concert going on like 2 blocks down the road, and there is nowhere to park, and there's not enough public transit. So the idea of having a bunch of events going on at the same time and having people from all over the world who don't have cars trying to do public transit that we don't have infrastructure for.
Yeah, I won't drive into LA already just on any given day.
You don't drive. You drive, but you don't.
Yeah, and I have driven to LA because we sued a customer years ago, and I had to go to the courthouse in LA, that Stanley Mosque, whatever, and I did it completely by myself. I did it. I hate it. I will not
that life.
Try.
Did you see? You probably didn't see TikTok. I saw a TikTok randomly pop up on my thing, and it said, "I'm bored today, so let's go do an activity in LA." And he literally just drove an hour from his house to LAX. We drove through the arrivals, drove through the departures, and then went back old.
And it was 8 hours later. It
Like
hasn't
4 or 5
been
hours.
just to get through to purchase at LA. Forget arrival. Just to purchase. Because when we dropped Steve off, when he went to Japan, we had to cut across and drop him like just somewhere over there so he wouldn't miss his
You're by the
flight.
airport.
Yeah, exactly. He's dragging. It's like the same thing when we picked him up. Because if we had to drive all the way through, thankfully that one terminal you can cut across from 1 to 7.
Yeah.
If you had to go all the way to 7, he would have missed his flight, and we were like 3 hours early.
No. Yeah, all the comments were like, "Are you unwell?" This is a cry for help. Nobody chooses to do this.
Yeah, we go to Long Beach Grand Prix some years, and even with the assigned parking, like we have a parking
You have a
pass.
parking spot.
We don't have a spot with the pass to be in that thing. You still have to take a bus to get, and you never know. We had to park on grass. Like, yeah. Okay, people. This is not normal to not show you stitching 20-something minutes in. So if this is one of your first times, this is not normal.
This is what it's like when I'm here.
Yeah.
Squirrel.
No more squirreling. Let's look at keto.
Do you want me to take photos, or what do you do now? What's your process?
If you could take photos, that would be amazing.
Okay, I don't have any photos.
I don't need your phone. Do it on my phone. One last squirrel. The other day, my son Steve was looking at my phone, and he was like, "How often are you on? Like, what's your screen time?
Yeah,
like how long?" And it's like between 2 and 4 hours a day, depending on day. Which I mean isn't horrific, but also I was like, "Wow, that's a lot of wasted time where I could be stitching or reading or whatever." So I told him I can stop, and he was like, "No, you can't. You sound like an addict. You can stop." Yeah. I was like, "No, really, I can." So starting Monday, I'm hardly ever on my phone now. And I am getting more stitching time, although I'm not getting stitching time.
Right, I was like, but you just said this is like the worst week ever.
But I'm actually stitching, because if I wasn't doing that, I wouldn't be stitching at all. So.
Okay, well, I'm helping your screen time right now because I'm just leaving your camera on. So when you show Steve, just cut out this part of it.
I can't just cut out that part of it. Alright, so I finished the page on keto, and I've started boob page.
Cleavage.
Boob.
There's no cleavage.
Boob. I'm touching boob.
Okay.
We're mature.
Poor keto owner.
She likes it. And yeah, so the page is actually like over here, but just the way the colors are flowing, we're just gonna do this and then come back up and do whatever.
Color change. Yeah.
Yeah. But see, all my mess, just ignore it and all my...
Does she have all her fingers?
She does. She's got, well, I mean, all that are available.
Yeah. Just making sure she doesn't have like an extra finger or nothing.
Yeah,
good.
No, I was looking up to see. That's all of them. So yeah, if you could just not dump that one, that would be cool.
I make no promises.
And, be careful when we walk out, because there's always needles.
Needles, cool.
After I...
Love it.
I'm not sure if I've ever filmed and not found a needle after.
Are you doing vertical photos?
Yeah, please. Because horizontal makes them do really funny things when you do the before and after.
It doesn't like it, and then you have to edit it. Yeah.
It's not good.
I remember those days.
Okay. Ow! That's a big heavy...
Just chonked it at your hand.
Actually, you know what I need to show you? I need to show you...
Oh, squirrel.
No. I need to show you... Not that one. This one. Because my finish is in this one. So, for my birthday, I asked y'all to give me prompts, and you did. They gave me, I think I told you, well, I have to have these 2 things finished. 2/18/76 is my birthday. 2 things finished. It worked out to 18 new starts, and they gave me 76 prompts. You guys are awesome. I am loving this so much. We're going to do this every year. Maybe not that combination. That combination won't. I love it so much. And the first one that came up for me was WIP closest to a finish. Well, for me, I can't not finish it then. So I finished it. Took me a few days, but I finished it. Now.
I love it so much.
It was the moth.
Yeah.
But then I used the moth. And hooking it on with this.
Oh, I see why that hurt your hand.
It hurt my hand so much. And it's got like, it's a little bit lumpy. I even looked back in the instructions. Was I supposed to put like some batting in there or something? No, it's just... No. And I was watching Amazing Race when I did it, which I will never forget now because I jammed it in my finger. So, yeah. It's like Wonderland something. It's like a Ukrainian.
She sent me a picture of that, and I went, "That's so cute." Yeah,
I finished. So Becky gets a finish. She's doing Flosstubers Frenzy, and she's using us.
Oh,
so,
you evil little creature. You know what this means.
I do think a finish means something. I don't know about New Star. I can't remember all the categories, but we're filming, and there's a finish. But it is in the one that came up next. And I did go through, I used Teresa Little Stitcher's tracking, like spreadsheet. Okay. Thank you. And so I went through, and on the bottom, because there's 76, I didn't want to do all 76 in the first month and then have nothing the rest of the year. So it's like Monday or 1 week, Monday, Thursday, the next week, Monday, Thursday. And I got to the end, and I was like, why didn't this fit? And I was dumping it 1, 2, 3, 4 on this thing. I got to the end and realized I skipped May. Somehow I skipped over May because all the May tabs at the bottom exactly.
So did you just go back and?
So I just went back, and numbers? May is like 72, 73. So May only has 1 a month. So anyway,
at least you figured out what was wrong.
For the second one was Fancy Lady started or One That Needs Love. And so I had already started Red Mirabilia.
Yep.
And I needed to stitch
like
the bad mojo out of it, because this is what I was working on when my sister texted me that she had cancer. I was literally in the airport stitching on this. So every time I looked at it, so I had to stitch a bad mojo out. So I did. And which way is up?
Purple with the red is gorgeous.
It's so pretty. This is one that in the picture I'm like,
updated it.
I don't know that I would stitch that. And then I believe it was Ray Slade in Utah, Stitch West. She had it on the finish table, the brag table, and oh my goodness, I immediately bought it.
My watch thinks I'm still on the phone with you from when I called you on the way home today.
Oh no.
Or on the way here today.
Screen time's going to be a problem.
Yeah. It says I've been on the phone with you for 1 hour and 6 minutes. Okay, sorry. My watch updated and it's just trying to yell at me about stuff.
The fabric is Garland from Live
That
and
does
Die
not
LA.
look, that's not what it looks like.
I know. Don't you hate that struggle?
These colors, let me tell you guys, okay? These colors, a much darker green than what it looks. And then this purple red progression right here is so freaking pretty. Yeah, you can kind of see it. It just, this looks more gray than what it is. It's not that. It is green. It's a very nice green. It goes very good. Stupid camera.
Just take a picture. You don't just put that back down.
Listen,
like
give me some grace, okay? Gosh, it's been a minute.
It's nice though that you're gonna put things back too, even though I didn't tell you that.
Yeah, this was not agreed, but sure.
This is like the fewest whips I think I've ever showed on an episode, like ever. So.
I'm sus of everything you say.
But you should see progress. You know, I'll show you this one because it's already on the piece now. This was my third, that was coincidental. This was my third birthday one. Mm-hmm. And here's the really stupid thing. I do random number generator because the birthday thing is on like a spreadsheet thing. And so I do the random number generator and just use that number. Well, I did it. Totally forgot I did it, and then when like a week passed and it was time to do it, I did it again, and it was a different one, and it wasn't till like days after that I was like, wait, wasn't it a different one? So I've already picked the one for Monday.
Oops. We're very organized with our spreadsheets. They really help us a lot.
Oops. So this was full coverage, closest to the page finish. This was the only one on my spreadsheet that I did not have anything next to. Like, I hadn't figured it out because I didn't know when it was going to get called. And it happened after I had the page finish on Keto.
Of course it did!
And everything is, like, just a little bit. And I was like, I don't know. So I'm sitting there going through all my pattern keeper, like, what.
Looking at your pages.
And then I realized this one was super close to a page finish. And I thought I would have it done in 2 days. I've been working on this all week, but I can't get more than, like, 28 stitches in a day because people keep interrupting me. Melody of the Night.
But see, again, look at the colors. So it makes you feel happy.
Afrimov. The page is like,
here. You just need to fill in the spot.
Like,
you just got spot check it.
But I can't get left alone to stitch long enough to actually do it. So I would say tonight is the night.
Yeah.
But I don't think it is because I have to cook tonight. And there was something else that came up and I was like, dang it, it's going to be a problem. And I can't remember now what it was or something his father said to me.
It's Thursday.
It's Thursday, but I'm just realizing I haven't heard the trash trucks yet today. But it is trash day. Steve took the trash out.
Your trash cans are still full. One of your neighbors has a Christmas tree in it.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, that is HAED. That was Odyssey, Melody of the Night, and it's the large version, and it is on.
Why not HAED? Is that not on HAED?
That particular one was not on HAED. And I'm not bad enough.
No, yeah.
But HAEDs tend to stitch darker than the mock-up.
Yeah.
But Odysseys don't.
Yeah.
So, given the option, this is like sacrilegious. I would pick someone other than HAED.
Hot take.
Okay, now I'm just grabbing things.
Yeah.
So everything else is a wheel spin. This is Teresa Wenslow's for bell pull.
Mm-hmm. She's a good one. She has a lot of border, but those satin stitches are beautiful. That's what they are, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good job. Okay. Good job. I don't really mind the border. It's not super fiddly.
It ends up looking so great, but there's just so much of it.
So I started on the third.
Oh, yeah, you did.
The third one down.
Oh, yeah. I just love how natural the colors are.
Well, that's from 8,792 blends.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're very, like, I always think in my head kind of Victorian, not even medieval, kind of medieval muted.
Yeah.
Muted medieval.
But, you're still using colors, so it's not like, oh my gosh, my thing has no colors.
I can't guarantee that all the backstitching was done in that one.
Do they look like flowers?
Yes. Yeah, and do they look like leaves? Yeah. Would adding more backstitching change anything? I don't think so. So I just skipped down to the next one. Mm-hmm. So none of that was it. So all of that
is new and exciting.
Is new. And I know you're like, well, that's not that much. It's a Teresa Winslow. That's a ton.
Yeah.
That is a lot.
Listen, sir. Sorry if you get some feet pics.
Great.
People pay extra for
I was
that.
going to say, you need to pay extra, people. This,
Oh, no. Shh, don't worry about me.
Never do.
Your project's fine.
Great. Oh. That's not a problem. Someone forgot to clock out last night.
Why do you get that?
This is now my iPad. Except it's still his password to get in it. His face. So I started.
Got it. Yeah. That didn't make sense. Last time I was here, this was Father's iPad.
Yeah. Now he came to me.
We saw his text, and this was an accounting text.
He never uses it.
Good.
And I use it way more than he does.
Heck
and
yeah.
now I'm using it for
And now you can
books.
see work text. See? Wait,
Yeah.
for books?
Books, because I'm not reading on it, but you can take a paper pattern and take pictures and then stick it in the books app and be able to work it out. It doesn't combine it like...
Yeah, it doesn't do the thing.
It doesn't do any of the things, but you can work it up.
Paper. So.
And he has the pencil for it, which makes it even easier. I'm putting it at the top, but it's upside down at the moment. It's hanging, so it's actually at the bottom.
Okay. Well, see, so we should film during work more often. Look, the text go right there. Text.
Yeah, do you want work text while you're doing not work things? This is cool. It's hollyhocks. And don't love doing it, but I've decided that it's not so horrible that I'll be embarrassed when I show you, so...
I like it. You're always so critical of it, but I like it a lot. Every time I open your phone, you have a lot more text. They're like silent conversations, so I don't feel it buzz, or maybe because it goes to your watch.
There's a lot that happens during the day.
Yeah. Every time I unlock it.
Yeah, I think I was working on maybe this... No, other side. This is all backwards. I did... Look. That's done.
I think it's great. I really like it a lot.
It's just... you have to use your judgment. And I make judgment calls all day long at work. I don't want to make more. I just give me the spots that you want me to stick things in, and I'll stick things in them.
Yeah, I hear that. I do that. I understand that.
But, I mean, it's pretty. I can't do it super long term because it does kind of, you have to pull harder to pop the needle through because I use a bigger needle for it. I'm a little scared of doing the hummingbird part because it's thinner stuff and it's, yeah. So the flowers are going to be like all beautiful and flowery, and the hummingbird's going to be like,
I'm a hummingbird. Might be a little sideways. That's okay.
This is the last one. I'd maybe kill myself with this big thing every time I whip it.
How many of those do you have?
It's the same one. I picked this one up and then I said, oh, wait.
Oh.
That's heavy. That's a heavy boy.
Yeah, I got a work thing, people.
I can't remember what this is. Yeah, I'm just going to have to look at it because I can't remember what it... Oh.
It's like Christmas every time you look at your stuff. Yeah.
It is a colorful winter wonderland. Stitch is so beautiful. I do also really like Stitch is so beautiful. This one I find to be a tiny bit frustrating because I had to put up the thing because you can't see it. They can see it, you can't see it. But it's like a round thingy and it's like gray and white snowflakies. Okay. And then it's a very colorful inset. It's almost rainbowy of colors. And it's a snowman and stuff in there. There's so much damn confetti. It looks like it's just one color. It looks like gray, white, yellow.
See, you can't do grayscale.
No.
Because it's 800 different shades of gray.
And it makes me mad. Like, I just want a stream of one color that just flows. But no. So I worked on that yellowy.
The not gray part.
Well, I did do a little bit of the gray. But then I got
hopscotched across.
I was like, I'm going to go to the yellow. And then,
that's cool.
And so there's no... Like, I tried doing typewriter, but, like, it's round over there, and I mean, I can, and I kind of do, but also, I kind of don't.
Oh, my gosh, there's so many colors in here.
Yeah.
Guys, you can't see. I see some bright green, some lime green, some light purple, some darker gray, a dark green. There's some purple.
Brown. I was surprised it was brown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's horrible confetti gray.
And then even in here, it's like... it might look like that's one color, but they're just similar colors.
Yeah.
And they're teeny tiny because this is...
Yeah, it is.
This one might be 32.
Nah, this is too teeny tiny for me.
I don't think it's 28. I think it's 32. One over the one.
It's going to look really good. All small and finicky, but yeah.
But yeah, it's like, what were you thinking?
There's
it's all confetti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you say it's my turn now?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so... I'll start with cross stitch because that's what you're here for. Now you probably saw the most recent iteration of this, but I thought maybe you didn't, and there's never a bad time to take it out. So I'm gonna show you Pandemic again.
Do you need me to take pictures?
I mean, if you want to.
Well, yeah, I mean, you need the before and after,
well,
and I think you worked on that because we were supposed to film after that retreat, and we
didn't, right?
Yeah.
So I wasn't. I just ate it. Gosh.
I will need my phone back to take pictures.
Yeah. So I wasn't sure if she sent you pictures or showed you pictures, but I did work on this at our retreat. I did all of this, and I think a bird was the last we saw of it. So, this is officially my retreat piece because this is the project that I have that you have to make decisions on, and making decisions along with actually cross-stitching is really hard with the kids. It takes a lot of brain power when they go to bed, and I don't want to use brain power. So this is a good retreat project because it requires the most brain work, and I have the most time. Isn't it pretty?
Ooh, I love it so much. Huntress, picture this plus. Yep. If you didn't say that,
no, I didn't. Yeah, and then it's the Pandemic long dog.
But you have to be real careful about which picture this plus Huntress you get.
Yeah,
because if it's Lugana, it won't look like this.
No, it's very funky.
It's so pretty.
Sideways, it looks prettier.
It's prettier in person too. Everybody, when we go to a retreat, everybody that walks by is like, oh.
I really like this one a lot. And I really like having to make the decisions too. Like, it's really fun, just not when I have kids.
When are you going to not have kids?
When we're on retreats.
Oh, but you still have kids.
I haven't heard from North Carolina.
I don't suspect you will until after that
February.
which is going to cause a problem for me.
Mm-hmm.
I got into the Queen City for this next year, and I'm trying to get her, because I'm not going to go if she doesn't go. So she needs to be, 1, not fat pregnant, and 2, she needs to get in. Maybe 1, she needs to get in, and 2, she needs to...
Probably that's the more important one. Yeah, I don't think you can sneak me in your luggage, so...
Picture.
Sorry.
I need to take a picture.
Sorry. Okay, so that's all the cross-stitching that I've done in the last 6 months.
6 months? 6 years?
6 months.
Try not to get myself
But
in it.
I do find myself doing other little crafts, because who doesn't craft at least a little bit all the time?
Psychopaths.
I don't know. Yeah, true. I don't know. I'm always reading. I read every single night. Not fast. Not a lot of books, but I read every single night. And I always have a craft going.
I'm reading more now that I'm not on my phone. It's kind of life-changing not being on your phone as much.
Yeah.
I'm getting
it's kind of
my
nice
life
when your phone's
back.
just gone. So, yeah, I tried to put my phone down, and then she panic called me because I didn't respond over the course of like 5 hours, and she was worried I died.
This was not the middle of the night, people. This was
No,
daytime.
this was daytime. I'm fine. Okay, anyways.
Now regretting including him in that email string.
This is why you're customer support.
Well,
This is why you are customer support. Anyways.
oh
man, I'm gonna pause for you.
There's a lot of emails.
Need your help. Need your help.
Yeah, that was her.
Yeah, I know.
That was her,
Yeah.
not him.
But it sounds funny. That's
okay. Okay, you probably missed all of that. I hope I cut all of that
back from
out.
the work drama.
Sorry.
We're refocused. You see this?
Focus.
This is my focus face.
Focus. Not ficus. Those are nice plants, but focus.
True.
I can't keep ficuses alive.
I worked on 2 other stitchy-ish related things. I have a banana.
I have a banana too, but
That's
I didn't
very
bring mine
exciting.
with me.
That's too bad.
Downstairs.
I really like working on felt applique stuff. Let me just tell you. I find it easy enough to just pick up and work on it pretty quickly. As long as it's not the sequining part. The sequining part, the kids need to be asleep, because sequins and beads getting everywhere is not in my MO. But,
Tell the people, give them the spoiler of what you said that for my birthday thing, the project you wanted me to work on.
her felt applique stocking, her mushroom one, because I think it is so much fun, and I'm sad that you haven't worked on it.
I haven't worked on it in probably 2 years.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think it is so much fun. I find a lot of joy in it. It feels very productive. And for mine, a lot of my projects, it's a lot of, the one that I don't have, because honestly, I couldn't find it. I'm not quite sure where I squirreled it away, because I removed it from my felt applique carrying case after fall so I could work on this stocking. I don't quite remember where I put it.
The wreath?
Yeah, my fall wreath.
Well, do you know it's in the house someplace?
Yeah, and it's probably in the crafting room, but I was in there in the dark at like 6 this morning, and I didn't see it. So, it's probably in there. But I can't bring it. But I did work on my fall Christmas wreath, and that one's really nice because it's just a bunch of... Sorry. Fall wreath.
My Valentine birthday Christmas for the July wreath.
But it has a lot of like just little pieces. So it's like I cut out a leaf, and then I don't need instructions or anything. I just need one color floss, and you just do like the outline stitching of it, and then you do like the 3 sequins, and then you applique it to the wreath, and then you're done. So it's like it's very easy to do in between things. So I really enjoy that. But then I was like, oh, Olivia doesn't have a stocking yet, because I'm a horrible mom and didn't make her one earlier. I just kind of forgot about it. But I had one for her.
I stitched her the birth announcement.
Yeah.
I'm not a horrible mom.
No, you're good.
I'm a horrible Steve mom, because I'm still working on his birth announcement. He's 20.
You've upgraded your momming since then. So this is then what I'm working on for her.
So cute.
It's so puffy. I love how puffy it is. So for Olivia. Well, the problem that I had, because I made one for Addie too. And the problem is that the very first step is to put their names on it. And writing in Stitch is hard. And I don't do it the way they tell you to do it, which is like you trace it onto paper, and then you pin the paper, and then you stitch over the paper, and then you pull the paper out.
I actually bought tracing papers, so if you need
Did
it,
you?
I have it.
Too late now. I already went rogue, okay? I like drew on it with like pencil, and then I stitched it over it, and then I used my scissors to clip off the fuzz that still had pencil left, so that way you couldn't see the pencil.
Listen, I'm drawing on my mason jars
but
with a pencil, so
here's
it's fine.
The thing. This came out a lot better than Addie's. I don't know if you have a picture from Addie's and you want to show them.
I'll look, see if I do.
It's already away in the Christmas decoration, so I can't take another picture. But it's bad.
But I might have it in the miscellaneous file.
Projects. Yeah. Bad. Okay, so this turned out a lot better. Look at that.
That looks good.
I know. It looks a lot better. So this is where I'm at. See?
Although backwards on the thing, it looks like Civilo.
Civilo. It does. Yeah. See, I did pretty good though. See, and so I started this from scratch. Like I hadn't started it at all. And since the last time you saw me and I started it. It did not get finished for Christmas.
It didn't. Are you sure?
But I tried. Maybe next Christmas.
Are you sure it's not finished?
I should just do the back and then that can hang. Olivia, here's yours. You have a forest.
The chocolate whatever on this is so light that you can't tell. So if you just put the hat on, it can be like it's done. I finished it.
Yeah. The print on, I will say, that is my complaint, is that the print on these is really hit or miss of how good it is. Like, you can't tell what number that is. Well, I think if you looked hard enough, you could. But
19?
I think it's 39 or 32. I think it's 32. It's hard to tell, and sometimes they do make mistakes. So then you're double checking, like, okay, are you making a mistake, or am I making the mistake? And it gets very complicated.
Is there more to this? Or am I taking
that's it, man. That's it, dog.
You had little side.
I do think I was working on something else, but I don't know. It wasn't in this part of it, and I wasn't going to dig through the bag at 6 in the morning in the dark. So
that was a terrible picture, people, and you're going to see like my crotch and probably her leg
and
all that. But there's like nothing at the edge of the stocking's cut off, but there's like nothing there. So.
That's right.
Stuff doesn't
not
count.
worth looking at.
I'm just not going to tell
And then what I've most recently been working on, Mama gave it to me as a Christmas present. I actually have 4 of these, but I've just committed to doing one. Like, I will for sure finish one.
Yeah, but your paint's going to dry up if you don't do them all.
They each have their own set of paint.
Oh, good!
Oh, I know, because I had the same thought.
Yeah. Also, this doesn't seem like enough paint for the 4.
No, they each have their own set, and it's like,
but it still will dry out, so you have to do it.
Yeah. Listen.
Decent amount of time.
I want to. And I even know where these are going to go and everything, and Addie's excited. She said she wants me to finish it and put it in her hallway so she can see it. But
that's so good. I haven't seen it in person. It's really good.
This one so far has been the easiest craft to do with the kids because you just open your paint, you paint one little thing, and then when they need you, you just close the paint and rinse off your paintbrush and put it down.
Like it's pick up your paintbrush next time.
Yeah. Very easy to start and stop. The problem is that like in here is really finicky, and then the girls sit next to you and do that.
Why is that a problem?
Yeah. But you can see I'm doing a pretty dang good job for having little toddles that attack me and give me snuggles. So paint by numbers are fun.
Yeah.
I recommend them.
Yeah.
So this is going to go in the hallway upstairs. I'm going to do all of our paint by numbers because I also have the one that Granny painted me and framed. I would like to put that there. And then I have the beach scene that I did that I really want to get or put in a frame. I can put that up there, and then I can put these up there. What?
Picture? I gotta take a picture.
Right.
I do like that it's on a canvas. That was one of the things that drew me to it when I was looking.
Yeah, let me tell you, that makes it a lot easier to do it like on the sofa.
You take a picture of that? Because why do I have this one? But I don't remember folding it. I think you took a picture. If not, I'll take a picture.
I don't know. Sorry.
After the fact.
I'm bad at remembering things. So that's all I've worked on in the 3 years since you last saw me.
Blanket.
Let me tell you, I still have the desire to do the other things. I mean, like, I look at the little stitches here and I'm like, ooh, or when I walk in the craft room and I see the Christmas Afghan bag, I go, oh, I could work on that. It's just,
go, oh, ooh, ah, oh. You got to the ooh and the ah, so you needed something that you go, oh, about.
Okay.
You have to explain everything. Do you like my socks? Addie picked out those socks.
She did. She went to Target and said, these are for Nana.
Just want you to know, I'm trying to keep my legs down so I don't clash with that. And she was wearing a shirt that clashed with both, so we made her get naked.
We got naked for you guys.
there's an extra charge for that too.
Donation link down below.
We should be paying you in that situation. Foot, see, more foot. You have to pay more.
That's how it works.
This is an expensive.
This is contractually obligated.
You can use PayPal, Zelle.
No, actually, I don't know how most of those work. I don't think I have most of those.
PayPal I can handle. Anything beyond that, I don't know. So, that's. Oh, I got to spin.
I can take the button. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, are you ready? Because I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't expect any work to get done on it with the way the week's going, but. I smell coffee. Okay, little games. One is Mirabilia.
Okay, so I do know what it is.
So
dang, I'm good.
We will add in a picture. I probably already put in a picture. I tried to put in a picture, but it won't be the picture of the whole thing. It'll just be a picture of where I was. So yeah. Okay. That's it for stitching. Oh no, I didn't show you. I can't really show you the haul because it's in a bag over there. But recently, as probably most of you know, Lady of the Flag was reissued. Now, I don't have it yet because it's supposed to come out sometime this month, and it was limited to 25 patterns per shop. I'm really hoping my shop gets the 25. I don't have a shop, but the shop I bought it from gets the 25, and I still get one because I bought the We the People fabric from Citrus Express.
You're all prepped and prepared.
Yeah. So that was the haul, and then I got stuff from 123 Stitch to the flosses and stuff that I was missing for the other 18 starts, like anything that was missing. There's some beads and treasures and such. So all of that came. Oh, and then I bought Max Stitch for my computer. Which it turns out you have to buy that directly from the software developer. I kept looking in the app store, and so I have my son do the actually getting on the computer just to be safe. So I have been trying to recharge because my sister, somebody had said, basically ask your family members what they want you to work on as a thing. And so I had asked my sister, and she was like, I don't know, something that like means something to you. And something that means something to me is that Flanders Field poem-y thing, that one section about how you're dead now, but you didn't used to be dead.
Yeah.
Like the sunset.
That sums
it
up pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So, and I've wanted to do that, and I had bought a chart from Stony Creek years and years and years ago that had like flowers and stuff and a lot of writing, and I thought I could
too much.
Yeah, there's just
she wants to reorganize it.
So I bought Max Stitch so I could do that, and it was going really smoothly until I got to the words, and now
writing is hard.
Figure it out because there's alphabet, but it's either this big and all caps or this big and lowercase, and they're not the same font. And I know I can change the size, but it's still all caps, and I don't want it to be all caps. So I need to watch some videos or something to figure out how to make it
pretty and
bright and fit in there, because I don't want to have to back stitch it in there on Max Stitch. So otherwise, I have been doing that in my spare time, which hasn't been much spare time.
Your 12 minutes of spare time.
I really need the random number generator not to pick that one anytime
so
soon.
Stressful.
Because it's not done, and I can't get it done that fast. But I am combining charts to, well, it's only one chart. I'm smooshing things on that chart and then putting in words if I can figure that out. Okay, that was it for the haul. Okay, that's it for the stitchy stuff. Now for life and stuff.
Got a pokey figure out.
Christmas.
We had Christmas.
Christmas.
Yes, we had Christmas.
She and the babies and my sister and my mom and my sister's husband.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Yeah. It was working.
Us. We're all here. We had Christmas. It was amazing. Love seeing everybody. It was a more laid back Christmas. I think it felt really good. Like it felt better. I was less stressed and
yeah, it was chill.
I like
Plus,
that.
Addie's old enough that she can kind of go and grab presents and then hand them out to people.
Wants to.
Yeah.
She doesn't always want to.
Yeah. She did pretty good, though.
She did.
She got through, like, more than half of them.
She did. And she likes to unwrap more now, and Olivia, the more interested in the unwrapping, so.
It's less of me having to unwrap for 3 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and Olivia actually cuddled with my sister, which I was a little surprised about.
Because she's in stranger danger mode, so
yeah, but
cuddling with anybody's sketchy.
I'm sure I have some pictures. Excuse whatever mess is happening, because you know when you open presents and there's 22 people in the room, it's gonna look messy. But I swear the house was clean.
Yeah.
But after
the best thing ever happened. Somebody had a medical emergency.
This is true. We went to the fire station to spend some time with Jacob and his crew. I was like teammates, his people.
Crew and family.
And, which is always nice it's a treat to go to the fire station. You feel so important going through the gate and parking in the back, and you get to stand next to the fire engines and stuff. Those things are massive. And the one Jacob exists on, he doesn't own it, he semi-drives it. Like, what his rig
truck
is a Quint, and so it has the tiller on the back. So
front steers and the back steers.
It's the really, really big one that has that massive ladder where there has to be a person driving in the back. It has that little compartment up on the top to drive. He drives that little compartment on the top.
Voluntarily.
That's his job.
Yeah.
I mean, he does other stuff, but like when they all pile into the engine,
that's where he goes.
That's where he goes. He climbs up outside. They need like a little elevator indoor climby uppy downy, but no, you have to climb
not be so tall.
The outside. And I will tell you that last step is massive. But anyway, they did not design that for me.
And I've been to the fire station many times. They've gone to the fire station a handful of times, various different stations, and there's never ever a call. There is never a call. They never get a call. So they never get to hear the tones. They never got to go on a real ride along. You've driven in it before, right? Like, I think.
Yeah, he took me for that. I sat in the captain's seat, and he drove it, and we went around, and I saw the Batman, and
right. Yeah, so like they've ridden in a fire engine, but they are never there when there's a call. So
it's not they, it's me.
Yeah, it is mostly you.
Dad's never ridden in it, and Steve's never ridden in it, but I have ridden, and I'm much more interested in it than anybody else. So.
Although Steve did climb up into the tiller bucket, so because we told him it's really high, you should go see. It's cool.
He did.
He agreed that was weird and crazy, and why would you do this?
Things are just massive. I don't think you realize how big a fire engine is until you stand next to one, and particularly the Quint. Yeah, those things are just ginormous. I kept saying it's not going to fit in its home. Doesn't the
garage?
Are you sure it fits in its home? Are you sure?
Yeah.
So.
We went there for Christmas.
We're sitting, chatting, trying to be friendly with people that we don't know and not be awkward, and, you know, I'm not good at not being awkward, but I was trying. And someone stands up, I can't remember who it was, they stood up and said, okay, you know, dinner's ready, guests first, guests come line up, explained how this was going to work, and as soon as it was like, okay, go, they got a call.
All it was exciting, all on its own. And funny, because it is always that way. Food is done, and then they have to leave, so.
So the firemen all start to run out, and I'm like, okay, this is weird. And I'm standing there, because I had stood up to go get food, because I was going to behave. I didn't want to hold anyone back. And Jacob looked up at me, and he said, do you want to go? And I was like, I looked around, I'm like, I can go? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. I didn't think.
No questions asked. She ditched us. She didn't say goodbye. She was like, I'm out of here.
There was not even a millisecond of doubt. I was like,
I was surprised, because I thought she'd throw up more of a fight of like, oh, well, I don't know. Like, where would we,
no,
like, what
they
would
have to go. Everybody's like running. And
no,
he's
you
like,
don't have a lot of time to decide.
Yeah,
You going?
Yes. So I follow him out there, and he's already getting like his turnout shoes and whatever. And I'm like, I'm going to go. He's like, start climbing. And I'm like, oh my God,
I'm at the tiller bucket.
I thought I was going to go inside. No, I had to go up.
So which is a really big step. And
climbing.
Scary.
You get to that top, not only is it a massive step, but the thing that you can like hold on to and sort of step across to is on this, that's like a mile that way. So I'm like, oh, leaning out.
And again, this is on a time. You gotta hurry.
Everybody else is in the truck, and Jacob's behind me, and I'm like, I'm trying. He's like, get in. And so I go to get in, but then he has to put his little turnout shoesies outside the thing by the ladder, and I didn't know that. Nobody told me that. So I'm like hanging on to the front of like the compartment so that he can get in, but he's trying to get around me, and he's like, you need to move, and I'm like, I don't know how to move, because I'm communicate, I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing. Somebody's telling me what we're doing. I thought we were just getting in this little room, this little box, and we were gonna go, but no, and so I can't step too far away because I'll just topple right off the thing. It's like that much space, and he needs to come in front, and he's just kind of like shoving like a water buffalo, and I'm just like, ah! And so he puts his shoes on, and I was like, oh, I didn't know that's what we were doing. Okay, I got it now. And he gets in, and I get in, and there's one seat, and we're sharing it. And I got like one butt cheek, and he's got a butt cheek.
Sitting on laps.
And he's like, close the door. And I'm like, how do I close the door? And he's like, just slam it. But there's nothing to hold on to. So I'm like trying to like not get my feet, and like, but it doesn't like close all the way. I'm like, I don't think that closed all the way. So he has to lean over me, opens it, and he closes it. It's still like bowed. I'm like, I can see out. And I'm like, I don't think that's closed. He's like, yeah, it's broken. So, I'm trying, I got one butt cheek on, and I'm trying not to fall out the door, and the thing starts moving. It moves. It moves. Oh my God.
Would you believe it?
The whole fire engine moved. They drove. And he's got the headset on, so he can hear it. And I'm thinking, if I say something, can they hear me? And I'm like, I bet they can. But I'm like, I don't really know. So
that's loud. You have to have these headsets on. They're loud. I mean, it's better than Tilly Bucket.
There were no sirens at that point. We were just starting to
move. But even without sirens, the engines on those things are loud.
To drive through the garage. I didn't know we were going to go through the garage. I don't know what I thought we were going to do.
We didn't think this far ahead. I never thought this would happen.
I did not think we were going to go out the garage. And so we start to move, and he hands me a clicker thing, and he's like, hold this. I'm like, okay, but I can't hold on to the steering wheel because, he needs to move it, and I'm gonna like topple out, and I've got my foot wedged up against the very bottom below the door, like the little catch.
But also we know at this point doors are broken, so you can't rely on them.
I've got my foot wedged in the bottom so that way, even if the door opens, I won't fully topple out, like my foot will get caught and break my ankle, and we'll be fine. I'll just dangle while we go to the call. And so I'm holding this thing, like, I don't, and then once we, like, clear the little thingy, he like pushes the button and the garage closes behind us, and then the sirens come on, and I'm like, oh my God, the sirens are on, like,
and their garage leads out into like 6 lanes of traffic. Like you leave, like the immediate is 6 lanes of traffic. So imagine you had people that had to stop, and you're up there looking at them like, hey, trying to not look crazy for sitting on a firefighter's lap when you are clearly not a firefighter.
I'm wearing an ugly sweater that has a bell and all these different colors, and like
you're at the most visible point of this thing.
So they cut, and he has to turn the thing, and like the wheels, they turn separately. He turns the thing. We start going, and there's a red light, and I'm just like, oh, we're gonna stop. No, we go through the red light, and I don't know why I'm thinking this. I know how fire engines work. I know how emergency stuff happens. They go through the red lights. Like, I'm not an idiot.
But it's weird when you're the one doing it. You feel like you're guilty. You are a co-conspirator in a crime of running a red light.
This is not okay. We're gonna get pulled over. This is not okay. And I'm like shaking from the adrenaline because I'm so excited. I got chosen to go, and I got up there, and I almost fell off, and now the door won't close, and I'm holding this thing, so he takes the thing from me, and he sticks it, and I don't know where he stuck it somewhere.
At the fire station, we're all just sitting and eating and talking about how she's probably freaking out.
So we're like driving. And I don't know, I said something to him, and he, like, answered me back. But they're kind of communicating with each other. And then he says, if you hear screaming... Well, first he tells them, yeah, Julie. Yeah. I can't hear... What? What about Julie? What? But I can't ask him, whatever. And then he says to them, if you hear screaming in a minute, it's fine. Don't worry about it. And I'm like, why are we going to hear... He starts doing this with the wheel. And I'm like, whoa. And I'm like, going to fling out the door. And I'm like, stop it. What the hell is wrong with you? And I tried not to scream because he wouldn't know how to scream. So I'm not going to scream. I'm not going to give them the pleasure of hearing me
stop it, mister.
So that was really clear. They can hear. They can hear through his headset what I say. So anytime I want to ask him a question, I'm whispering, do we have to turn? How does that work? Oh my gosh.
I hate that they can hear you. I feel like every question is stupid.
So then we're like driving along. This is all very new to me. And I'm looking around, and I'm like, it really is a beautiful view up here. He's like, yeah, it is. And like, it was like sunset-y-ish time. Like, it wasn't dark, but it wasn't light. It was kind of in between. I'm just like, this is really pretty. But also, you can't see because you're looking down
the ladder.
And you can't really see. You can't
really see in front of
you
the
can't see
engine.
in front.
You can see all around your sides and the sky and like over buildings, but like you can't really see where you're going very well.
No, not at all. And I have no concept of where this calls. In fact, I even asked him at one point like where it was, and he was like, I don't know. I'm like, how is your drill? Like, I would have asked 52 questions. Like, I need to know where we're going. Can we park? Do I have to back up?
Right. Are we gonna have to block a road? Are we gonna have to park, out of a road? Like, are we going to a house?
And then I asked him, I'm like, what kind of call is this? And he was like, medical something. And I was like, okay. But I had heard as we were leaving when they were announcing, the police were on scene. Like, it was...
Right. Like, yeah. Like, was it like an arrest? Injury? Was it like a...
It was like, hey, you guys need to go to this medical thing, but also the police were already on scene, so you're fine. And it's like, oh, we fine. Like, what's really happening? So we're driving along, and then he's like, hold the wheel. He lets go, and I'm holding the steering wheel, and I'm like, no, you need to take this back. I'm not okay. And then it starts to turn. The front of the fire engine starts to turn. We're turning, and I'm holding the wheel. I have no concept of when you turn, how hard you turn,
which way you turn.
I am freaking out, and I'm like, you have to take it. I'm like, let go. He's like,
if I let go, you have to take it.
And so then we pulled up behind an ambulance and some police cars, and it was like an apartment complex thing, and I got up and held onto the side so he could get out, and then he's like, you can come, and I was like, no, I'm okay. He's like, it's okay, you can come. I was like, I must stay up here. I'm wearing a Christmas sweater with a bell on it that makes tinkle, 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 tinkle noise. Yeah. But mainly, I wasn't sure I could get down or back up, but especially the down.
Not only are the firefighters watching you, but so is nosy neighbors and stuff.
I look out the window, and I'm sitting with my feet outside of the little compartment now because they're all down, and I'm watching, and they're helping someone, over here, and I can see the whole thing. But I look up, and there's people hanging out of the apartment trying to look to see what's happening, and then they look at me.
Yeah, it's like, I don't belong here. Yeah. It feels very uncomfortable.
Yeah, so I was glad that I didn't get down.
Yeah.
The guy looked completely fine. Yeah. And when he walked himself to the ambulance and everything.
90% of the calls
came back. Fine. I asked him, like, what was it? And it was like a domestic thing. He got, like, choked or something. But he said the guy was fine. But then it's like we didn't go. So Jake and I were having a conversation, and he's like, do you know which way you turn it? Because I said, do we have to back up? And he was like, no. And I'm like, are you sure we're going to be able to get out? And he's like, yeah. Because I didn't know we were going to wait for, like, the ambulance and stuff. I thought we had to go in between them and that other car, and I was just like, I don't think we're going to fit. And, like, I don't want to drive, not driving, but I don't want to. So, I was asking questions and stuff, and he's like, no, it's fine. He's like, but if we had to back up, do you know which way you would turn it? And I was like, well, which way are we backing? And he's like, oh, down that way. And I was like, I had my hand, I was like, we would go that way. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, okay. So we start to go, and then he's like, oh, my wedding ring fell off. It's just like a silicone, it's not the actual wedding ring. And so he lets go and starts looking. He's like, hold on to it. I don't want to hold the wheel. I don't want to. You can feel the vibration, and it kind of jerks a little bit. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, let me look for the ring. And he's like, no, just hold the wheel. Then it starts turning again. I'm like, I'm not turning. And he's like, you're fine. I'm like, no. So I made him take it, and then we went back, and then I was really sad it was over. Then they got another call, like, right away, and I was like, oh, I didn't get invited. I must have, like, failed.
You
but then
know
it turned out it wasn't an actual call.
Right, but you know that they think, there's different tones for fire and for medical, and they really run for fire, which sounds bad, but most of the medical calls aren't, like, real medical calls, and, like,
there's other people there.
There's other people there and whatever. The fire ones, it's like, if we don't get there fast, the whole building's gonna burn down, but also they, like, really like fire. So you can tell. They, like, run. And this one was the tone of fire. So they were, like... Actually, Jacob did bring a hunk of meat with him because he really likes food. And they still didn't get to eat. So he had a hunk of meat with him. But they sprinted out.
I didn't even hear... The tones. I did not hear the tones on that one at all.
No, that one's louder,
all of a sudden,
too.
Everybody's running, and I'm like, what happened? Yeah, and then I was sad I wasn't invited, so I was like, really, I must have dropped the ball.
It was the, like, hey, check your email tones.
Yeah. They didn't
because
actually
they're men and they don't check anything.
And then they get more calls while we were there. But that was my exciting.
When I used to go, because I haven't gone since I've had kids now, but when I used to go, one of the firefighters would give me their brush jacket. So that way, and I'd always have my hair up in like a bun, and I'd always be at least wearing tennis shoes. So that way, I kind of looked like I belong, because I would go inside buildings and stuff with them.
I would have if I thought I could get down, and if I didn't look so suspicious.
Yeah. And plus, if it was something more interesting, too.
Yeah,
like,
that was really
I've been on, like, more of, like, a panic attack thing. That was really exciting. I went on, like, a really, really old guy in a house that they weren't sure, like, they were sure he was alive, but wasn't sure he was doing well. That one was a little spooky, because I don't want to see dead people. But, like, getting to walk into somebody's apartment or whatever, like, that is a very interesting dynamic to see what they actually do inside somebody else's house. Yeah. It's totally different than helping somebody on the street. Yeah. So definitely recommend doing it at some point, but borrow somebody's brush jacket. But even with that, you still feel like you're coming up with excuses of, like, if a citizen walks up to you and is like, what are you doing here? Like, oh, I'm
supervising.
Exactly, like, looking at the situation and seeing how they respond to things. Like, I mean, you could just say,
I'm auditing.
It's very awkward because it's a very vulnerable part of somebody's life to be witnessing with them. Yeah. So you're always very respectful about it. But, like, you want to see it, but you're also, like, very much trying to not get in the way. You're like...
Yeah, if they had gone inside, I may have gone with them just because I didn't want to be left alone on the fire engine, but they were outside and I could see them the entire time.
Yeah. I do it whenever possible. Whenever you can get a ride along, I think it is very eye-opening.
Offered to me.
Well, because they never get a call.
I've done it with the police because I was at Police Exploder when I was in high school, and unfortunately, the one I went on ended up being a fatality, and I got shoved off to somebody else. I had to watch a piece of bone on the ground to make sure nobody like kicked it or anything, because that was back in the days when you like spray painted the body on the ground. So my job was to keep an eye on this leg bone piece. But then because of all the paperwork and how much time, he pawned me off on a crime scene investigator, and the only crimes were like vandalism, so it was really boring the rest of the night. But we saw a car accident happen. I got to drive the police car.
You did? Because you had to move it.
He had seen the accident like in his rearview mirror and then did evasive driving stuff to get to it because we'd already like passed it. And where he had parked, it was kind of blocking traffic, and so he came over to me. He's like, "Do you have your license?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay, move the car." So I got to drive the police car and move it. Still don't know why he trusted me with that, but
spooky.
I didn't crash, so
yeah.
Anyway,
find yourself a firefighter and go for a ride along.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll ever invite me again, but I had a good time.
He kept saying it was really funny, but he enjoyed having you in his.
I'm glad he enjoyed. The funny comment doesn't. I fully expected that he thought that was funny, but would he do it again?
Yeah,
I don't know.
He likes freaking you out. Yeah. You know that. So, yeah, he would do it again.
Yeah. But getting down was really difficult, especially with shaky legs. So when we got back, I was like, oh, I'm just
She came in and she was jittery. We were talking about whether this would be another handout gum situation or whether you would be happy. Because we wasn't sure what kind of medical it was. And I was pretty sure Jacob would shield you from, like, something if it was something you didn't want to see.
Yeah.
But also, you've been pretty good with, like, watching mortuary videos and stuff. So I feel like you would.
I've been easing myself into death so it's less scary. I figured the only way to tackle that fear is exposure. Yeah. And you can't just, like, hey, excuse me, could you die so I could see? Like, I don't want that.
Right.
I'm not quite ready to see dead people, but I'm so much closer, it doesn't scare me anymore. I don't get anxiety. My heart doesn't really.
I was a little anxious for you, but I was like, nah, he'll protect you if you don't want to see it or whatever. And
I had no qualms about that. Oddly, it was the getting up and down, which was like, once I realized it was Tiller. If he had said, you're going to go in the Tiller, do you want to go? I'd have been like,
oh, no, that's okay.
Yeah. But he didn't, so. But he was very serious. Like, you need to get up there. You need to get out of my way, And, like, other people went, but they went inside. Like, at least one of the kids. I don't know.
One of the kids went. One of the captain's kids. Yeah.
But he was inside. He probably had headset on. And, like, I just flailing in the wind by myself.
It's so visible. It's so awkward.
Because it's glass.
It's all glass all the way around because you gotta be able to see because that's your job.
Such a good view. Yeah. It's all glass. Mom and sister update.
Okay.
Both my mom and sister have breast cancer.
Had.
My mom's, there's no update. She had a mammogram yesterday. There seems to be some confusion whether she has breast tissue or not. They think she had a mastectomy, but she had a lumpectomy, and the mammogram tech seemed very certain she had a mammogram. I mean, she did have a mammogram. A mastectomy, she did not. But everything looked good. That was fine. We have an appointment coming up early February, I think, to see the doctor, get the results of the MRI, and I think the signature was 0 again. So she's trekking along just fine, thank goodness, knock on wood, whatever. My sister, she had a scare with her ovaries. I don't know if we told you, but
I know.
Okay.
Yeah. She had a cyst and they weren't sure. It was like a little sketch or whatever.
So she had to do some testing, and as far as they can tell, it's not cancer, so they're letting it go for another 6 months, and then she will get tested again. She had a central excision, so she had her, it's not this side, I don't think, I'm just using this side because it's closest. She had
the most visible boobie.
Nipple removed, and she showed me at Christmas, it's this massive scarlet all the way across. Like, I was shocked how big it was, but it looks like it's healing well, but it's definitely like thick scarlet, like Frankenstein. It will get better like that.
Yeah.
And it's not unattractive. Like, I wouldn't look at it and go, ew.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's just amazing how much they had to.
Yeah, it was a shock that it was. She had said it was big, but like I didn't fully grasp how big. It's like Quint fire engine big. So she's recovered from that. The most pain was where they did the biopsy for the lymph node.
Which makes sense to me because has anyone ever poked you there? Like, it's really...
gosh. When I was getting bigger and people would still pick me up like I was a toddler.
Yeah.
I know I weigh too much. You can't pick me up that way anymore. So she is doing radiation. It's 5 days, but it's every other day, excluding weekends. So it's over 2 weeks. And that starts next week.
Yeah, I think so.
Next week.
I think next week.
Yeah, because today's the 15th, and I think it starts on like the 19th or something. So I think that's next week. So she's doing well. It was great to see her, and so far, knock on wood, she's kicking cancer's butt too. She will see a medical oncologist after. It doesn't look like chemotherapy is going to be necessary, but she may need tamoxifen, a drug that you take for 5 years. So I think it blocks like the estrogen or something. I'm not entirely certain.
It's a sciencey thing to keep stuff from happening.
The cabin is okay for those of you that were concerned. There was a Pineapple Express storm. There was so much rain. There was a ton of damage in some mountain communities. A
lot of mudslide stuff.
The power went out for several days. We had road issues where we could not get to the cabin, and then they closed it to only, they opened it, but only for residents, and we were able to get in then. The cabin is fine. We had a massive branch that came down off the deck. I'll put in a picture of that.
When Dad first sent the picture, I didn't see the part that was actually on the deck. I only saw that big branch that was next to the deck, and then I was showing Jacob or somebody. I was like, oh, wow, actually, there's a huge piece on the deck.
On the deck. It didn't do any damage. We don't know how that big branch fell without taking out the power because it's underneath the power line. So it must have, we had like 70-mile-per-hour winds. It must have blown it in from the side. One cabin had a bunch of like roof shingles come off. Another cabin had a whole thing that blew off the side of the cabin, but for the most part the cabins were okay.
Not mudslide issues, which are the big issues. So.
Thank goodness. So we have been up since.
Crisis averted again.
We'll maybe go up this weekend, hopefully, when I work on whatever it was that spun that I cannot now currently remember what it was.
Royal.
Thank you.
Yep.
I kept thinking Snapdragon because it paused so long on Snapdragon. And then it went. Looks like, I don't know if you know this. It looks like, well, I know you know this, but we're going to be buying another business. I've written up the contract.
Were you talking to people again instead of me?
No, I was talking to you, and then I was like, well, this first part, you know, the second part, I don't know if you know. The first part was we're buying another business. The guy has health issues and all that. We're not going to operate it. We're going to close it down. We're buying the assets.
Phone number.
He's going to move to another state, and he's fine with it. So we've given him the contract, and we're just waiting for him to get his medical stuff in order, and then he will sign the contract. And we have, it's supposed to be a month to clear it out, but we're going to be gone end of February, beginning of March, and it seems to be getting closer and closer to that month falling in that time zone. So that's going to be a huge problem. But we're also trying to remodel all of the locations except for one. and well, 2, and I need to pick out tile, like all that's going on, and then you know you've got your normal business stuff, but also one of our big competitors has been closing stores, and we thought he only had one left, but it turns out there's 2. But we got confirmation last night he is closing that one, and there's only going to be one, and all of his stores are very close to other stores. So Alyssa,
they're a direct competitor, like very similar.
Yes. Yeah,
I mean not similar because we're way better, but
competitor, hands down.
So we have to take advantage of this shutting down situation.
So Alyssa's been designing signs to put on the closed stores, and thankfully our name is Alternative Hose. Came up with this, do you need an alternative? Alternative hose. It's good. The part I don't know if Dad told you, you may or may not know, is that we're looking to lease one of the locations and move Long Beach to that location.
Yes, the Miraloma one?
La
Mirada, whatever. Yeah, the one that's next to the snow building.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, that was actually my idea.
Really? You did not say that.
Yeah, that was my idea.
Yeah, I think it's a really
I was asking, where exactly is La Mirada? And he said by the snow, and so then I pulled up a map to see where that location was, and to see the distance. Because he was talking about renting it, and I was like, yeah, I mean, we could, but I think it might be close, but maybe it's not, and it's like 10 miles from Anaheim.
But it's on the other side of the freeway, and...
But his traffic, because he was there and he was driving to Anaheim, his was going to be, like, half an hour.
Okay, so it's a massive difference,
so even though it was 9 miles, the traffic was bad. And so while I was...
right on the freeway.
I zoomed out the map to see, and I was like, oh, that's not exactly what I thought it was. I was like, oh, we should just close Long Beach and move it there. So anyway, we're looking at maybe doing that. So that's going to be a massive undertaking as well, because it's moving the entire one of our stores to a better location.
Plus new marketing, and there's going to be some staffing issues with that. And just all that stuff too. So it's going to be a busy few months.
Yeah. So we've been interviewing people from that place that's closing, all those locations, because they didn't know in advance, but they knew, like, they knew something was bad.
They knew.
But they didn't know it was going to close that quickly. And so it kind of threw everybody into a panic. And so we've been interviewing the employees that have reached out to us.
Yeah, we're not poaching them.
No, they're like, hey,
something's going on. Can
we've
join
hired
you guys?
One for sure. I think we're hiring another one today. I'm not sitting in on that interview. And I missed it the last time he was interviewed. But we can't keep waiting for me to be there to interview. Yeah. So it's fine. I did interview the other one, and I think he'll be a good fit. So that will help some with the staffing, I think, but still it's going to topsy-turvy everything. So work's a bit crazy. And then my last thing is that, I get menstrual migraines. The patch has been taking care of all the others, but I got the mother load of a menstrual migraine right before Christmas. And so I reached out to my doctor, and I went in and I saw her, and she was so sweet. She actually prescribed Zofran without me asking, just because she asked me what my symptoms were, and I said nausea was a really horrible one. She gave me Zofran, and I did end up getting a migraine last week, a few days ago. And
so she took her special medicine.
So I took the new medicine. I did take the Zofran because I was sick, and that is amazing. Everybody should take Zofran if you have nausea, but if it's safe. I'm not giving medical advice. But the migraine medicine she gave me did not work, so I went back to Excedrin. So I will let her know. But it did seem to shorten it. Like, it wasn't as bad as many, like, it was still 4 days, but it wasn't as bad the following days. Well, I could wait a bit for taking
maybe you even needed to take it a little sooner.
Yeah, I think I could have taken it sooner, and they say to take a second one if it's not working after 2 hours, but I was working that day, and it started late in the morning, and there's no way, I was so miserable.
So this time, try it sooner, try the second dose, see what happens.
I'm going to wait another month, and then I'll try it.
Yeah.
So, but we're all getting drugged up around here. My son started a medication for ADHD. I don't think he'd appreciate if I told you that, but I just told you that. My husband's looking at getting on GLP-1s. He has an appointment coming up, so that just leaves you.
Yeah, I can't really be on medication if I want a third kid, so I just have my
acupuncture.
wimpy.
Go back to acupuncture.
That's true, because I get my migraines from my neck, and it's been getting bad and bad and bad and bad because I haven't gone to acupuncture since like October. Because we were sick, I called out, and then I'm pretty sure I have ADHD, and I just never called back to make a new appointment. And then my referral ended So that's just kind of what ADHD is. So I reached out to my doctor yesterday, and she's sending me a new referral because acupuncture really did help a lot. And then I don't know if you've told them that I picked up a second job.
I think I've mentioned it. I'm not sure I've explained it much.
So I don't know why I thought, 2 kids is harder. I'm working and trying to do hobbies and take care of the house and all that. But I also thought, why not also just add a second job just for funnies? I was just doing it for free, but then he offered me money. So
Who says no to that?
yeah, but now I have to do it. It's not really optional anymore. But if you were looking to buy a car, okay, and you hate dealerships and negotiations, I now work for Delivered, DELIVRD. Tommy negotiates car deals for you. You pay a flat fee of $1,000, and
oh my god, this is his spiel word for word.
I watch it 800 times a day.
You can watch it on YouTube if you.
Yeah, you can watch it Delivered to see the negotiations and stuff. I will never negotiate a car by myself again because
why not pay him $1,000? He doesn't guarantee that he's gonna get you a lower price, but I would be absolutely shooketh if he didn't get you a lower price.
Yeah, he averages $6,500 off, and
you don't have to deal with any
of it. You just go in. If they don't even have e-sign, you go in, sign, grab your keys. That's it. He negotiates everything, warranty and financing and everything. And I have hated every single experience at the dealership I've ever had, which is what drew me to his channel, which then led me to being a moderator, which then led me to timestamping his streams, which now I am his producer, and I do the content editing for, he has an editor, but I do all the content production, short form, long form, all of that stuff. So his videos I kind of put together. So if you don't like them, don't tell me. Just joking.
Well, if it's an older one, she probably didn't. And they're between editors, so.
Yeah, which is a lot of extra work for me, because along with the work changes, what I call my big girl job, between those big girl job alternative hose changes, I'm interviewing people to be editors for his stuff and all that, and it's a lot.
And we keep emergency calling Alyssa. We need a sign. We need
a sign. I need you to graphic design this today. And yeah, no, but it's good. I like being busy, but that's definitely contributed to our busyness. Is just a lot of work stuff. I have a lot of Tommy stuff. I have a lot of kid stuff. We're trying to have a 3rd kid now, and it's just. I don't know why I do this to myself.
Choice, right? You don't.
I have to, because my heart doesn't feel like it's all
that's
of the
not
babies.
I'm supportive of it. I'm just saying you don't.
No, I have to.
Have to do it right this minute.
Turning 30. I have to do it. If 5 babies is in my heart, I have to do it now.
In case it wasn't clear, I'm mom. She's the daughter.
Yes.
I'm turning 50. She's turning 30.
And I don't like that number.
And my son is turning 25. I was gonna say 25, and then I was like, did he just turn 25?
He might.
So then I was mathing, and I was like, 2001.
Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah,
25.
Okay, we gotta work.
Yeah, we really do. I'm behind. Just that one time I looked, I was like, oh shoot. Thanks for watching. I know this was a long one, but look, she's back, and isn't it better? Isn't it better?
Hopefully I missed it a lot. I could tell her to come to my house and film it, but she says, no, your house is too far away, so I have to come here. I have to
drag all my stuff, including this massive light, to the house.
My house is brighter. You might not need the light.
The house is louder, because you got
no, when they're sleeping.
Yeah, we'll see. So if you ever see a weird background that isn't this, it's her house. We'll see.
Toodles. I miss you all.